Hey guys, Matt1 here. This is going to be another video on Power and Revolution Geopolitical Simulator 4. We'll be on the 2020 edition again today. And we're going to be starting a new series actually. This is going to be the long-awaited Iraq series that I've been wanting to do for a while. It's going to be an economic recovery series. It's going to be, goals are going to be mostly just to improve these stats. Hope everything gets better. Might do a bit of military campaign, but I don't think I'm going to bother with too much with that. Might be a bit... I can't really see a reason to expand unless of course we went into Eastern Europe, but I don't really see the point in that. So yeah, I think it's just going to be economic, dealing with COVID of course. And so yeah, if you enjoy, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll get into the video. So, Iraq. I've done a practice round of COVID, and it goes, from my experience, completely out of control, and it's going to be pretty, I think my main goal is going to be to try and handle it better than it's been handled in real life, which I did in the practice round. I think at the moment it's about 50,000 active cases, and I did it with getting about mid 20,000, but I don't think you can do everything. So what I've found is the best thing to do with COVID, I don't know if I found it out yet in the Iran series, but I probably did, but is to try to get hold of as many masks prior to the pandemic as you can. Let's just go, yeah, so we can get them from China. I think it's 10,000 yep, 10,000. Send for them, and we will also send for another 10,000 from Malaysia. I know it's not actually 10,000. So this should get you up and running for the start, and then once the pandemic hits, you will be you will need every single one of these masks. And the other thing is, if we can go to, I think we'll get some from Kuwait. It doesn't really matter where you get them from really, but my preference is always to try and get them from countries that we are as favourable in economic. So I think we're not going to go for Kuwait again. So again, there is no difference from where you get them from. I don't think you get higher quality ones in other places. You can just get them here. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna just fast forward until we get the first. Oh, let's just, yeah, everything's been, yeah, okay. So I'm probably now going to fast forward again until the first COVID case, and I'll also just update you on any extra masks or other things that I've ordered. Okay, so we have the first patient to test positive for coronavirus in Iraq. Now, the one good thing about being in a country like Iraq in this game is that you have an extra month to prepare. And we have six cases. That's the Baghdad region there, and we had time to order more masks than we would have done had, I think, probably more time than I would have had if I'd done, say, Iran or Saudi Arabia. Don't have any yet, but remember when I did it the first time, I think I made it into March almost without, but you can see most of these other countries have cases in some way, shape or form. So I just want to say that I've also put some networks up in the service, and I've put in those. I've done Saudi Arabia and Syria, I think. Yeah, they're Syria. So they're going to be useful post-COVID. And the other thing as well is that I've done basically nothing, and I think it was the day when the masks arrived actually, but we had our growth suddenly just rose to 24%, and our deficit was like 7%. It's now 3%. So I don't know what happened there, and the debt got cut down as well. I think unemployment was originally at 0.1%, so I don't know what that was about, but it's coming back now. So first thing you want to go do, this it's not really a coronavirus tutorial by any means, but as soon as COVID hits, you need to go and get the tests, because you don't create any, and you only create that many. 29,000 in Iraq, I think. That's what you have immediately, so you do have to go and purchase them, and you can get them from anyone. I might actually go get them from Afghanistan, and you just got to get as many of. I think usually I get 2 lots of these, just so that they'll last. And what you want to do is you want to get the stock out to be. You want to be using them as much as you can, and you want to have the stock out to be the end of 2021, if you can, because usually a vaccine gets developed around about the start of 2021. But bear in mind, you've got to import the vaccine, you've got to do all everything else basically. We don't have many people that like us, do we? Oh, go for Jordan. 10,000. Yep, we'll do that. Yeah, we've got all the tests. We've got quite a few more masks. I think actually I'm gonna set them to how much. When will they naturally stock out? I don't know. Maybe I need to. Oh, of course I won't say, because there's no regulation. So I'm gonna put them to emergency health services only. You should do this first, particularly if you don't want to overrun on masks, particularly because then you'll run out again. And then you can, if you set it to something low, you can see when it's going to run out and see if you have enough masks to carry on. So I'm going to say again, reserved for essential service staff. Yep, there we go. And I will just. I don't think I'm going to do what I did in Iraq, where I just go where I just watch it spread as we go along. I think just because I've got to cover more time, I'm just going to update as we go along. So then, the date is Tuesday the 14th of April 2020, and you can see the graph over here, and we're not doing too badly. We're at 572 cases, active cases, sorry. 39 total deaths, which isn't great, and you can see we are starting. I did impose restrictions, started imposing some restrictions 2 weeks ago, I think they were, and you can see it's just because it was on the 26th of March, and you can just see it starting to flatten the curve now. However, I've looked at the graphs in real life, and it goes like this, and it should be fairly stable, because I'm pretty sure that these graphs are based off real life happenings, like, because they end up looking pretty similar to real life, regardless of what you do with. In some cases, they end up looking like real life, regardless of what happens. Whether you have all restrictions or no restrictions at all, sometimes it just happens to go that way, and it's a bit weird. But so we can see that the cases will go pretty stable, and in June, or late May I think it is actually, they will suddenly shoot up, and once they go up they don't really go down. Like, they stabilise sometimes, but they don't really go down again, and that's what I've got to worry about, because that's what happened to me last time, although they only ever get half the active cases that they have in real life, but you know, still a bit dangerous. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna. I didn't really do much with the restrictions. I think I put gatherings restriction. Yeah. Schools no regulation. I don't think I touched them. I think travel. Oh, I didn't restrict travel. I think I've just been gatherings. Oh no, I closed borders as well. So I've closed the borders and no gatherings of more than 100 people allowed, which seems like you should be able to narrow it down even further, because I know in some places they've got limitations on where you can only see 2 2 or 3 people, or you can't see anyone, or things like that. So yeah. As for health and masks and that kind of thing, so tests, we should be good to go until the end of the pandemic. Should anything go wrong, I might just order a few more, just to be completely safe, because they'll stock out about a year from now. As for masks, they're both going to expire about September-ish, and I think everyone, yeah, is wearing masks, but the high protective masks, I don't think I did increase the policy for them, so they're going to be harder. As for these, it's not going to do anything. It's been 77 days. Probably not going to end well, and we've just had the quarterly as well. So we've got 16% growth. Inflation's going mad. The deficit is increasing and the debt's increasing as well. But of course, this is going to happen. It's midway through a pandemic, so we're going to be paying more attention to the economy once this is all over. But now we've just got to focus on keeping everyone safe. So it's now the 28th of May, and cases are rising now. What I want to know is where... I don't think this is at all based off my actions, because I, as you can see, I put restrictions when we were about there, flattened, went down, and then it started going up again here. So about here, which was 2 weeks ago, nearly, I put in more restrictions. So it flattened and started flattening again, and then nothing changed, and out of nowhere, the past couple of days, it's just shot up again. So I think that this must be based off real life, because there's no other way, unless I'm doing something very stupid that I'm not seeing. I don't see how this could be what I could be doing. The cases have suddenly doubled, and I've done basically nothing, so I think it must be... And it's... Yeah, it was... I think when I started recording, it was the 26th of May. And that's when it happened in real life, the surge. And it's happened every other time that I've played through, so... While it's good that they've incorporated real life into it, some realism in there, I think it makes whatever you do feel a bit rubbish, because, you know, you'd had nothing to do with that. So when cases go up, you think, oh, it's not that bad, but when cases go down, you think you also had nothing to do with that.
In view of the spread...
Yep, in view of the spread, the inevitable spread that we can't stop no matter what we do, so may as well just sit back, but I'm not going to do that, because I've got to find a way to quell it. Okay, so I'm going to recommend lockdown for the entire country. I've got to do that. Restrict travel further. I don't care that this is probably wrong. Opening permitted for cafes and bars. And close schools for a bit, but realistically we can't do that forever. I think we'll open... We can't really our economy will collapse, and I will... Yep. It's just gone to minus 16. I hadn't even noticed that. Just one day it went to minus 16. There's 3,000 cases. It's previously about 900. To put that into perspective, so that's terrible. And I think we'll just carry on for a bit. And I don't know. Yeah, nearly at 4,000 cases already. This is getting ridiculous. Oh, just another quick thing. I actually managed to do some persuading with Jordan. Don't know from previous experience how useful this is going to be, but I have managed to agree to high-speed rail between Iraq and Jordan. I tried to with Iran, but they didn't let me. They didn't want me to, and I know it's high-speed rail, but exciting in this one is that now, I'm not going to do it for now, I'm just going to show you, but now I think you can probably do it in 2019 as well, but I was playing 2016, so you can draw highways. You couldn't do this previously. You could just start and end And so I think when we're done, I'm going to do one that goes from Baghdad to Mosul, or there to Mosul. And I reckon that will help reduce unemployment and help get the economy back on track, as well as growth as well. You see, growth has already changed. What is this? The economy's gone a bit weird. I'm just gonna ignore it until COVID's over. Oh my god, it's all gone red. There is no way to stop this. I'm fairly convinced. And how is it saying
Even
lockdown's
the
inappropriate? Look at the spread. And it's just stopped there. This is surely something to do with real life, because no way would it just stop after nothing. It's like it wouldn't just surge anyway. And what's gonna happen as well? Yep, it's just dropping straight down again. What is this? Actually, is this? I think this is what it does every time. Really? Yep. See, look, it's already gone down, and I've not like lost any tests or anything.
Good morning.
Not lost any tests, but it's just I ordered some more masks as well. Yeah. That's probably too much. Oh no, it's not. Let's go. I like being as strict as possible with these negotiations. It's quite funny, because you can just reduce it by a tiny amount. Sometimes they do it.
Hello,
Oh
I'm Professor.
God, what about him? And look, it's bounced up again. It did this before when I did it previously. Right, ICU beds available. Okay, so the beds available for now. Everyone's dying in Baghdad apparently. But yeah, this is just ridiculous. What kind of, unless restrictions, like I bet restrictions were probably put in about here and then curved and then they lifted them and it bounced back up again. That would make sense. But in real life, I put the restriction in. I say real life, in the game, I put the restrictions in here. So realistically, everything above here shouldn't have happened. So unless I'm, and look, it spiked again. So I don't know what's going on here. This is very strange. This must be. I'm pretty sure this is based off real life, because I think it flattens again a bit in June. So if we see a flattening here, which we might do, we just nope, we don't see a flattening here. I'm sorry. But I think it does flatten in June. I can't really remember. But we're over 10,000 now. So, I think this will, some point now, probably conclude. Not quite conclude, I think.
The hostage.
Still got a bit to go, but I think we can see, yeah, see, look, it's flattened again there. I don't. If you do know that this is COVID in the game is based off real life, then that'd be great if you can confirm or deny that. That'd be good to know. Yeah, so I think that's going to be the end of the video, so please like, subscribe, comment down below if you know what the hell's going on. Other than that, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.